Now there's hot hatches and then there's this. This is the Audi RS3. Now if you're familiar with the RS3s, you'll know these cars come with just under 400 brake horsepower. So I can't really class it as a hot hatch because obviously it's just a complete level above that. Our particular example here, which has just arrived today, it's a 2017, registered on a 67 plate. It's covered just under 34,000 miles, so quite low miles for what it is. Now you'll see it's Mythos Black Metallic, that's obviously the main colour palette, but then it's got the complementing gloss black styling. So I'm going to show you around the entirety of the car now. I have to say, inside and out, it's just an incredible thing to look at. I mean, the sound of it as well, you'll hear that shortly as well. That's one of the sort of the highlights of it, and then the power and drive is just on, again, another level of the car. Now, the car's got several optional upgrades. That's the thing with these cars. You can get one that's standard and it's still a great car, but obviously if you want something that's slightly different, you get one with some nice options, which this one does have. Next thing you'll notice, apart from the high gloss style, obviously it's black on black, that's the theme with this car, but then it's got the contrast wheels, and they're a 19-inch size, so obviously bigger than standard, and obviously just suit the car, look better, a bit more aggressive and whatnot. Now just moving around the car, obviously it is the same size as a regular Audi, so you do get a lot of space with it being a 5-door. It's got practicality as well as the performance that comes with it, and interior, the options are also very apparent as well. Just glancing through the window, you'll see the RS Super Sport seats. Now for the car, this is a very big upgrade, because as standard you don't obviously get these. These are diamond quilt with the rock grey stitching, and I just think they do look fantastic, and obviously it's nice to have some upgrades on the inside as well as the outside, and it just sets the car off. They're obviously heated as well. It's a petrol automatic, 2.5 litre, but it does have the manual shifters as well, so you can sort of make the most of the power that this car comes with. And as I said, 395 brake horsepower is a lot. Similar to the front seats in the rear, again it's 3 seats in the rear, so a lot of space for your family and friends, and the condition of the car is just exemplary. So you'll see just from the sort of the lack of wear on the seats, it is really great condition all round. I'd say the rear seats probably look like very rarely being used, if I'm honest. And then being the RS3, moving around to the rear, you get this super aggressive look, just stealth look, but then of course you've got the twin oval pipes. That signifies it is the RS3, of course. Now if you switch the car up to dynamic mode, these exhaust pipes are also valved, and what that means is when you put it in dynamic, which is sport mode for Audis, it's going to open up the valves and basically let more noise flow through the exhausts. We'll listen how it sounds soon, but it really does sound incredible. Boot space on an RS3. It is a car that you can use every day quite easily, because just look at it, well, it's got obviously plenty of space in there. You're not going to need much more than that. And again, the black styling is apparent on the rear because the Audi badges are again in that Mythos Black Metallic colour, as well as your badging there in the high gloss line. Now the thing I love about the RS3s is they are obviously extremely powerful, obviously super hot hatches, I would class them as cars, but they're also quite understated in what they are, so unless you know what you're looking at, then it's quite a subtle thing to look at. But obviously you get little touches like the fixed spoiler here, a little sort of definition on there as well, just again adding a little bit more style to it, and then privacy glass as well. That's fairly standard these days, but it is a paid for option. Now inside, guys, if you are the driver, that's probably who you're hoping to be looking at this video. You'll see you get the Alcantara leather wheel, flat bottom being the RS, of course. You get bigger paddles than normal on the RS as well. That's all from factory. And then again, the condition of the front is equally as impressive as the exterior, and the rear being unmarked and just very unworn for the age of miles. Other features, you get heated seats, I mentioned. You get a screen that pops up from the dash. I'll show you that very shortly, and you can control the vehicle controls and whatnot. You also get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, as well as just a normal radio that comes with Audi as standard. And then other little touches, just little things like that, the Audi Sport puddle lights, and then again just getting in the car, RS3 badging illuminate on the tread plates. So yeah, little touches that just set it apart from obviously your other cars on the market. Guys, just getting in the vehicle, I mean, it's an incredible place to be in. With the seats, the added comfort of these, again, you feel like you're in the sports car that you're in. The screen I talked about earlier, all controlled by these buttons here. So menu, I'm going to show you what it's got. It's got radio, obviously fairly standard, media, sound, car controls. You can adjust the driving modes with that, as well as with that button there. Other things, you've got the telephone navigation normal, and the Audi smartphone is your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. If you don't like the screen you get here, you get another one in this particular model, and that's because this has got the Tech Pack upgrade. So basically what that does, it digitalizes the whole dashboard, so you can actually get your sat nav, your telephone controls on your dash, and as I say, fully digital dashboard. It also got a little power and torque indicator, which is quite cool. Now, I said the vehicle had incredible sound, so I think it's only right that we start the vehicle up and listen to how it sounds. Now guys, as you heard, the pops and crackles you get, it just sounds incredible. That comes when the car's obviously warmed up and it's in dynamic mode. So dynamic mode opens the valves, as I mentioned earlier, and allows the more noise and sort of pops, crackles to come through. If you don't want that sound, you're just driving this car every day, then you don't have to. Say you're just cruising along on the motorway, you probably don't want that. So what you can do is switch it into individual. That's where you can change each of the settings just how you like. You can change the engine and gearbox, the feel of it, the steering wheel, how stiff it is. In sport mode, it's going to be more stiff. And then the quattro, so obviously it's all-wheel drive this car, you can adjust how sensitive that is, and the engine sound as well. You've then just got the normal control, so dynamic is obviously just a normal sports mode. Auto just does as you drive and adjusts it, and comfort is for every day, just normal drive, and everything's nice and floaty and it's easy to drive. The car's then also got Bang & Olufsen sound system, which is a very good speaker system, and that is Audi's upgrade. So if you're into your tunes, you're going to enjoy this car, but of course the soundtrack of the exhaust is absolutely enough. Now that is the RS3, guys. As I say, coming into stock today. If you're in the market for something like this, one that's a little bit different with the standout sort of upgrades, black on black is the theme with this car, but it's got a Tech Pack and nice contrasting sort of diamond cut finish. So yeah, really does look the part. The service history backs it up as well. It's a fantastic example. If you'd like any more information, take it out on a drive, come view it, and then contact the team. My number's on the screen now. I will be happy to show you the car, and I think you'll love it. Thanks for watching.